How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Top 6 series. We've done a lot. We're on wingers now. We're near the end, people. It's only strikers left after this one. But if you haven't seen the rest, make sure you catch up with them. Make sure you're subscribed on this channel. Make sure the notification bell is on so you don't miss any more. But they're all out now. Goalkeepers, centre-backs, full-backs, centre mid/defensive mids. And then you got the attacking mids, support strikers and number 10s. Video 2. This one's the wingers. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you get all the vids to 1,000 likes. Make sure you get this video to 1,000 likes. And we're going to get into it, people. Remember, you can vote for the 6th place player. I'm going to pin a comment below. It's going to say votes for number 6. And then you can make your votes below. Only the votes below that comment will be taken into account and obviously published on the socials, people, at The Big Six Show. Insta, TikTok, Twitter. You know what it is already. Let's get straight into it. So we're on wingers. In 5th place, we have a tie. I mean, we did have one tie earlier on in the series and we decided to keep both players in that position. So we're going to do the same again here. And when I saw both names, I think it's fair. In 5th, we have Arjen Robben and Neymar.
Well, contrasting styles. That's the first thing that comes to mind straight away, right? They're both playing out wide.
Yeah, probably Robben.
Wide
I think
right,
Neymar's
one's
finishing.
wide right, one's wide
I think
left.
Robben's a lot more lethal than
I think.
But you said efficient though, didn't you?
Yeah, I think.
Neymar's finishing has gone away from him a little bit in recent years.
Yeah, it has.
It's more of a
Now,
facility.
I still have Robben. I still don't have Robben in my top 6, and I have Neymar
Yeah, that's fine.
because I think Neymar, like you said, is just a better.
I thought Robin's 6th, similar to Toby.
Much better footballer.
I didn't.
Did you have Neymar?
I didn't.
Neymar's in my
I just did top 5,
Neymar's in my list, man. Don't get me with it.
I just did top 5, but Robin would have been my 6th. Iron Robin is just devastating footballer. Man.
You know
So
what it is
quick.
for me with
Devastating.
Neymar? I agree with everything you said. I mean, he's a great player. But I don't think he lived up to the expectations early on either.
I've said this before.
But do you think that's a wider
But that,
kind
like
of
his
maybe...
expectation was to be one of the greatest.
All
Like,
time
People
Like,
thought,
one
because
one of
people
the
thought his
all-time
legacy was
greats.
going to surpass Ronaldinho.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
So
I
for
feel
him
like
falling short of that still makes him one of the
talent-wise,
top players.
pure, if you just base it on talent and cut off everything else, I'm seriously putting Neymar in those categories. Some people might say, no, you can't put me in a Ronaldo.
You do a basket. I'm just saying.
I think you can. I agree.
Skill and talent,
Yeah.
just skill and talent, but there's so much more to be the greatest of all time.
I feel like when we're talking about like
what he should have achieved and what.
longevity and maximizing
Didn't
your
touch
talent, I feel like Neymar. I feel like it's
Me and
it's
you
just-
had this argument on Big Six.
Two-thirds.
I'm saying I feel like
Do you remember we had this
Yeah,
argument?
we
me
did,
and
and
Tim?
I feel like it's an unfair stick that people use to beat Neymar with. However, if I'm talking about Iron Robben, if you asked yourself, did Iron Robben
Maximize his
maximize
potential. Yes.
Start of his career.
Yeah, when you look at how his career started, the injuries he
Facts.
had, absolutely.
He was a late bloomer.
But
when you deep it.
I don't look at Neymar. It's annoying because Neymar at PSG, obviously the PSG project hasn't worked.
Yeah.
And Neymar, unfortunately for him, has gone there and he's always injured at some of the most pivotal times where
birthday parties.
where he can make it. Hey, calma. Where he can make his mark, right? And do things that adds to his legacy, unfortunately. But I feel like as a player, when we talk about maximizing potential, etc., we're talking.
If you're having a win goal,
we're talking about a ridiculous player.
I'm
here,
not
man.
choosing
Talent,
Robin
man.
over
We're talking about a
Neymar.
ridiculous
If
player
you're just
here.
saying, you know what, you need a winger right now.
Yeah.
I'm taking Neymar any day. Because
Yeah.
I know he will produce at one point.
Shall I be honest? If you ask me to take one in their prime, I'm taking Robben.
Nah, stop it.
Nah,
Turkish.
Neymar's prime, I'm
Stop
taking
it,
Neymar.
I'm
Turkish.
taking Robben.
Neymar
Stop
in
it,
that front
Turkish.
three.
Send me
with
how old?
Messi.
Send me
Neymar's the
how
better
old?
footballer, 100%.
Turkish. Neymar
Neymar
scored
with Suarez.
39.
Let's see what
But
he
Neymar
says.
scored those 39 goals in one of the greatest attacking teams ever.
And who
then
was
when
Iron,
he
he
tried
was
to-
part
and who
of
was
it.
Iron Robben playing for?
Well, he won the league with Chelsea and he was probably
But-
a top
But
two
he was
player
with
there.
Ribery
at
and
that
He wasn't.
time.
He was. Iron Robben was not top 2 player when Chelsea won the
Chelsea?
league. No, he wasn't.
Nah,
Attacking wise,
No, he
100%.
wasn't. He was not a top 2
Come
player.
on, man.
Duff, you had Duff, you had...
No, man, it was Robin.
Duff was
man.
cold.
No,
but
as in
Robben
like
was
on talent, yes.
On talent,
he's-
yeah.
But I'm talking about in terms of what he contributed to the titles.
Yeah,
he
but
was not
look,
a top 2
different
player for
cultures
Chelsea.
will put different types of wingers.
But for
innit?
me, but like
One's a-
Neymar's peak.
For me, as a
that's-
imagine both of them as a combination. One right
Yeah,
winger,
of
one
course,
left
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not the
But
question.
one
Ne-
creator,
Neymar-
one just an efficient machine. I used to play with Robin in the Pro 6. What year was Pro 6, bro? Pro 6.
2006.
Pro Evo, yeah.
2000.
Pro Evo.
Robin was cold.
Neymar's peak at Barcelona with Messi and Suarez,
better
Robin
than
does
Robin's
not.
peak.
Robin doesn't come close to that.
Roman, yeah.
It's better than Robin's peak.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I
you know-
agree. At the peak, I agree.
With
But I would-
Messi and Neymar, with Messi and Suarez, he was looked at as the third attacking threat for opposition.
I don't feel like he was.
I think at one point they got like
was,
7
he
goals
was,
at
he
one
was.
point.
You know what I'll
He
give?
was,
You know,
he was,
you
he
know
was.
what? You know what I'll give?
At
Because
Bayern, Robben was number one. Stop Robben. Don't let him cut in.
100%
And he'd
he
still
was.
cut
But
in. And he'd
100%.
still bang.
You forget
100% he
Ribery,
was
though.
number one.
Ribery's cold as well.
He was number one, but he had, like he said, he had Ribery.
Yeah, Ribery.
They're one of the best teams in Europe at that
Ribery
point.
does not
Exactly.
get
So,
enough flowers at all.
you're saying in a like you're basically saying like, but Neymar did that in a setup. If you look at man for man, the team that Bayern had under Jupp,
Serious strong.
Very strong.
Schweinsteiger, Cruz, Ribery,
Lam.
Philip Lahm.
Yeah.
Who is it that they had at centre
Neuer
back?
in net. Muller is peak.
Thomas Müller,
Did they
Neuer.
not have Closer up top? Or was that before? No, that's before.
I hear
They
all those
had-
names.
They had
I hear all those names.
They had Mario Gomez.
I hear all those
Gomez,
names.
that's-
I hear exactly.
And
That's my
wasn't it
point, though.
Mandzukic.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mandzukic.
I hear, no, but
underrated.
I hear all those names, but they're not. You're making them sound much better than they are. Neymar, Suarez, Messi is unrivaled.
No,
Xavi,
that attack is
Iniesta.
unrivaled.
Xavi,
Yeah, but you're
Iniesta.
going to like he did
Unrivaled,
contribute
yeah,
to
Yeah,
everything
but
as
what
well.
I'm saying is,
he contributed
Bayern
100%.
Munich still had a mad team.
Yeah,
Okay,
still
let's.
great.
had a man.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'd say a good way to end it would be. You know, you said prime Neymar and prime Bale. I'd go
Prime
with.
Robin.
Prime Robin.
Oh, sorry, prime Robin. Oh, maybe I gave something away. Prime,
See, that's a good debate though.
Prime
Chris.
Robin. I would go with. I just think you'd get more prime Robin if you know what I mean.
That's why yeah.
Man, I'm not. nah.
You wouldn't get prime Neymar too much.
You would. You would. This is Neymar we're talking about. So
No, I agree with the talent. I've
He
said
has
he's
to be
one.
top
I think
five.
he's in the.
if it's between him or Robin, it has to be.
I
Neymar.
actually, it's, for me, it's so close that I like that they're tied.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't
mind them being
it, yeah.
tied,
It's not a
but
problem,
if we're picking one of the two, I'm
yeah.
picking Neymar.
That's
If we're
subjective.
picking one of the two, it's Neymar,
But
Neymar, Robben.
I love the fact that Iron Robin is so highly regarded
he's-
by
he's-
everyone
yeah,
on the table.
for
'cause
everyone.
He's next level.
He was cold as well.
Cold, man.
All right, there you have it, people. Fifth, it's a tie between Robben and Neymar. Let us know in the comments who you'd favour, and we move on to
In
fourth.
a bit of a debate straight away from the fifth, man.
And in fourth, it's Louis Figo.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to. I put him fourth.
Well deserved, World Player of the
I
Year
had him in
1
fifth,
year.
but yeah, listen, Figo,
Moved
what a
from
player.
Barca to Madrid. Mad move, won a
Oh,
couple
with
league
that.
titles either
I had him
side.
fourth exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brave.
Where did I have him?
Brave winger.
I had him
Brave.
fourth as well.
Give him the ball in any situation. He's one of those type of wingers. He wouldn't hide. Like, give him the ball.
Yeah,
Give him the ball. Left foot, right foot.
another one who Pep Guardiola will wax lyrical about because he actually played with him as well.
Yeah.
And when he went to Barcelona, the impact he had on them was ridiculous. So much so as you saw what happened when he went to Real Madrid. Yo, basically the best player at the time, and it's like raw.
What a crazy move to
Right.
make, you know.
And that
They threw a
have you watched
pig's
the doc?
head onto the
You,
pitch.
you watch the documentary. The doc is
I've
crazy.
seen,
I
I've
still
seen,
need to
a,
watch
I've
that,
seen a
you know.
couple about it, but which one are you talking about?
The main one, BBC
the
one.
one on was it
I
BBC or
haven't
Netflix?
seen that. I don't think I've seen
It was either I think it was on
no, I
Netflix.
haven't seen that. That's what I just saw
Mate,
YouTube
watch the
one.
doc. Watch the doc. It's quality, man. And like Florentino Perez, the way he said, like, if you get me in this job, I will deliver. Lewis, bro, it's sick. It's sick, man. Nah, it's sick because Barca didn't want to give him the peas. Barca didn't want to give him.
Yeah.
He felt like he wasn't being appreciated by Barca, and I can't blame him. Like, if you basically mean everything to them, they should be doing everything in their power to make you sweet.
And he was a different type of winger as well. It's not he's not your typical type of winger. He was just something different. I think what lets him down in terms of talent wise, he could be higher up this list. Well, I say could be, and I'm looking at the names, and it's very difficult
because of
to
his
do.
Madrid
Nah,
stint.
they're difficult, man.
I think it's international level.
But again, Portugal at the time, look at the
Portugal
team.
it wasn't the worst team.
They
wasn't
had,
the worst,
they had
but then-
players though. Rui Costa.
Rui Costa,
Rui Costa, yeah.
I'm trying to remember who they had in defence.
Was Carvalho there?
Paulo
Was it?
Ferreira,
The
Chelsea
early
one.
2000s.
But that was, they
The
had
late
they
90s.
had Paulo Ferreira and them, man. They
Maniche,
came at the back end of Figo's career. though.
That's what I'm saying too. It wasn't
came
when
at
he
the
was
back
at his
of
peak.
his
They
career.
weren't.
I remember a banger
Portugal.
against England though, top bins. I remember
Him and Ronaldo
Figo,
overlapped
yeah.
slightly, no?
Yeah.
They did, but he was old.
It's a shame,
he was
man.
old.
It's a
Yeah,
shame. One on each flank. With
Yeah,
his
Luis Figo was one of those graceful wingers.
Pauletta was
man.
up top when he was playing more, innit?
I like Luis Figo, strong.
Both wings, both
Yeah,
flanks.
yeah.
Quality.
See, he
Great delivery.
There's
Great
similarities to
delivery.
Zidane as well in a sense where it's not like he's electric,
Nah, he's not.
No.
but he was just graceful with it.
Had a banger on him as well.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Left foot, right
Boy.
foot. Ridiculous.
Some of these
spot,
players watching
dribbler.
their docs and like comps of what they've done in the past is.
Do you think we're going to get docs of players like that now?
Yeah, 100%.
See, the guy that's
Yeah,
playing now
probably
for
even more
Napoli,
so,
he
100%.
reminds me of Figo.
Will
Kvaratskhelia.
they be on the same level, these docs, do you think?
Oh,
I think the docs are gonna get even better.
Even better, yeah.
When you
I
look-
can't wait for this Messi doc that's gonna come out. What, the World Cup one?
Oh,
That's gonna be crazy.
Spicy.
You know what I mean? So,
It's going to be the most watched football
That's gonna be spicy.
film video ever.
but yeah, the way I watched this player that plays for Napoli,
Good shout, Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia.
Yes.
For me, he reminds me of Figo.
Good
And That's
shout.
why I just,
Kvaratskhelia is insane.
Amazing, man. Old school winger, like proper, man.
His delivery to Victor Osimhen this season has been stupid.
Yeah.
No one argues with. Everyone's got Figo in their list,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Yeah, I
everyone's
had
got
him
Figo,
fourth.
yeah.
I had
No
him
problem
fourth.
with that.
Everyone, it sounds like everyone pretty much had him fourth as well. So no complaints.
No problem.
This should be smooth sailing.
It should be smooth sailing. I can't even lie to you. Like I said, when I said the international team might have let him down, I looked at the three names in front of him and I thought,
Yeah, this is smooth, man.
yeah, maybe
we already
not.
know the top
maybe
three.
not. Alright, people. So in fifth place, we had Arjen Robben and Neymar tied. And in fourth place is Figo. Third place, Ronaldinho. The streets go, I'll be honest. I
Yeah,
mean,
and to be honest, some people would argue with him to be higher, probably second ahead of Ronaldo. And,
in my list, he was second.
and I would. And the thing is,
I wouldn't have a problem
I
with
wouldn't have an issue. I put Ronaldo second, but I would not have an
I
issue
think
if
for
anyone
me,
put in
it's
Ronaldinho
Ronaldo's
second.
output that I had to leave him second.
You
Exactly.
can't deny
You can't
it.
deny his
Exactly.
output.
Can't deny
Exactly.
it.
See, you know what's
Too strong.
crazy, yeah?
Too strong.
And again,
I know you've got Ronaldo first.
no, I haven't done that. I'm not being shameless. But you know what? For me, I think it should be higher. Ronaldinho. He's for me the all-time great.
No, he's
Like
not.
people can say, "Oh, longevity, he didn't do it," but as a footballer, what it means to me as a winger,
Yeah,
what
that's
I
fine,
see,
and that's your favourite. But I had
my
him.
favorite
I had him.
skill, it gave me everything.
I had him second as well, and I think second. That's him.
But there you go. And I'm not gonna go crazy and say, "Oh, it's an outrage," and I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, what
do-
a player.
I do
I only
think-
had
I
him
do think
second
third is
because
quite fair.
I only had him second because I had to change the list because of the one positional.
I think
Question.
it would be very harsh on Ronaldo to be third. That's how I'd feel.
I agree.
Which is why
I think he's
didn't
done too
do
much.
that.
He's done too
I
much in
think
his career.
it's
in comparison to Ronaldinho.
It's not harsh on
for him
Ronaldinho to be third.
Like we
Yeah.
know Ronaldinho is
He's got the streets,
He
he's got
embodies
the
the
love.
beautiful
Yeah,
game
but
of
the only
streets.
way out
That's
of that is take out number one and put him in a different category, and then you'd have Ronaldinho number two.
Yeah, you could, but
Yeah.
The thing is, if you take out number one, he goes number one in all
in all
Any
categories,
category.
and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
someone else is
crazy.
getting slammed.
It's
So
that simple.
I'd rather it be
Mad.
Ronaldo
He
than
goes number one in
Maradona.
any. Yes, I said it.
I think this three.
I'd rather.
Yeah, I know. He does.
No,
For
Maradona.
me-
Keep Maradona at one and keep Messi at one. It's better that way. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Oh, see,
Yeah,
shares
trust me.
it. Yeah.
Because if you throw him in there, I'm telling you, I'm fighting for Messi.
But on Dino, I mean, Saeed mentioned that, one of the things that people knock him for in terms of these lists is consistency. But during that period of Ronaldinho, I haven't seen anything
That's
like
what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah.
Whether it's before my time, during my time, now, I haven't seen no one play ball like him.
100.
When you
Sometimes
watch
you only
him
need
play,
them
it's
little
just
3 years to kind of tell you, yo,
disgusting.
But that doesn't that say more about him, right? That like
couldn't do it
His
more.
his career as an elite footballer was basically done at the age of like 29, 30 years old, and he still is held in such high regard.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
tells you the work he was mashing when he was at his peak.
Different.
And like when we talk about trailblazers, man, players that are synonymous with football, he is synonymous with football.
Yeah.
Like they will still be speaking about Ronaldinho. Hopefully, in 100 years' time, they have to.
They have to.
They have to.
They have to.
What, a standing ovation at the Bernabeu?
bro.
Real Madrid fans standing up to clap you.
Even the goal against Chelsea, like he had people having think pieces.
That would be one of the all-time great
And the
Champions League goals.
the
by
thing
way.
is, when I watched that goal, I'm like, this is just all he's done is just.
He hasn't done
What is he-
anything. He didn't touch the ball, man. He
Wonderful,
only touched it once,
I'm
fam.
like, what?
Bro,
Like, it's just an
everybody just-
element of surprise.
Czech
It's
is
just like
everybody's
there,
just
like, what's
frozen.
going on?
But Czech could do anything though.
But the
Nothing.
thing is, when he received the ball, everybody shit themselves because you don't know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna blaze you for pace? Is he gonna nutmeg you? Is he gonna rainbow flick you? Is he gonna kick it? Is he gonna take it round you and dribble? Is he gonna pass it? Is he gonna chip it? Like he could do everything. He is the ultimate playmaker.
Can I?
Score goals, go past
agree.
everyone,
Everything,
like passing,
everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
skills.
And then you've hit the nail on the head.
Bro.
He's the ultimate everything: dribbler, playmaker, scorer.
His
Can I be
passing.
boring, though?
He didn't even
Flair.
try. He didn't even try to pass. Like his passing, he didn't even try half.
Was
the time.
it? Can I be boring? Of course, I'll be stupid to argue with anything that you've said, and I agree with that because was he serious enough?
What do
But you know
is
what?
serious
The
enough?
fact that he wasn't serious is actually why I liked him. I think sometimes
He played
Some-
for the
but
joy.
he played for the
He
joy.
played for the love.
And I don't mind that.
Yeah, man.
Because you see too many times,
Would
yeah,
you- so
footballers.
you're a manager.
But when Pep Guardiola came in,
You know what? Yeah, you don't need to manage Ronaldinho.
And man,
He's
but
that good.
if I'm a manager back then, you take it.
You take
Every
it,
day of the
100%.
week.
You take
If you're
it.
a manager
Of course.
now,
I still take it. I don't give a shit.
No, I get you. Me, I would, but managers now would look at it and say,
Oh, you can't press. You can't do
guys.
this.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
There
I'll
is
say
no
it.
amount of pressing you can do that will ever replicate what
Ronaldinho-
Ronaldinho is doing.
Bring
Ronaldinho
back
back that
luxury.
shit.
Bring back luxury players.
Yeah, I miss it.
What
I miss
happened to luxury players?
miss
There are some players. I'm sorry. Create a system around him because
I
he
would
is
balance
that.
that.
Yeah,
Just
100.
bring
Point,
back
100.
luxury
I
players.
would balance that boring part with saying Ronaldinho is the greatest creator, inventor ever.
In terms of what you could do.
Yeah,
Like,
in terms of inventing a move,
Yeah.
inventing a chance,
Yeah.
creating a chance.
put a smile on
Greatest.
their
Can I
face.
just say though, when you think about you're a bit like the way his kind of career went, but Guardiola had to put Messi at the forefront. He said, you know what, Ronaldinho, you've got to move on. And then obviously he went to AC Milan. So at the end of the day, it could have been a different story. But I think the way he made
The way
us,
he
like,
handed that
enjoy
baton
football.
over.
Yeah, you got to hand it over, man.
Man
Sometimes you can be like, you know,
he assisted Messi for his first goal,
Yeah.
right?
But there you
Come
go,
on, man.
man.
Scripted.
Yeah.
I just feel like
That's
for
the
me,
story.
he moved on to AC Milan, but even at AC Milan, bro, he's still balling out, man.
Yeah.
Like, you not see what he's doing, like flicking over man's heads and that. No, man. That's not serious,
Stupidly good.
Did he mean the goal against England?
What did he say in the press conference? Like since the stories they've asked him, has he ever admitted it?
Man. He said Seaman came out of his box and he just went for it, he said.
That
That's
means he
what said.
didn't.
But I think for me it was a cross. I still
I just
stand,
mentioned it
man.
because it's one of the greatest kind of
Nah, it
moments
was a cross for me.
in a World
What are you
Cup.
saying?
I'm gonna say he meant it because he's just a
Yeah,
genius.
just fucking just give it
fuck
to
it,
him.
just give it to him, bro.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Adds to his
I ain't gonna
legacy.
question.
So yeah.
And you know what? I want to just reiterate what Tob was saying earlier because I've said it a lot on my channel and people always just say, you're just like one of them old guys that look back and say, my time was the best time. Football now is great. I still
Okay,
love it.
he never
But football
intended to do it.
then
He never intended to
was
do
so much better because you had players that was given the freedom to express themselves. Now you don't get that anymore. If you express yourself, you're probably subbed off in the next few minutes.
You know what? What I'll say is this: I feel like the standard of football across the board is
gone up.
Is gone up.
Yeah.
Like the resources that teams have and the football that
100,
most teams
yeah.
are playing has gone up. But in terms of the
Football's too tactical
the,
now,
cal-
man.
the caliber of players,
Yeah.
it's not even that we don't have like top players now. But I felt like there were a lot more top players
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot. So when we talk about like
Riquelme.
let's say even strikers from like mid-90s to 2010, the list is endless.
Yeah,
the list
yeah,
is
yeah.
endless.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
But
saying?
now there's
Midfielders, the list
now
is
we
endless.
can't find
Now-
strikers.
You can't find
Now,
no
here,
number
if I was to
nines.
ask you how many world-class midfielders in world football right now, there's not many.
You're-
There's
you're-
not
you're
many.
struggling.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case
You're
back
struggling.
in
But now-
early
No way.
early
But now
200s.
There was goats
2000, sorry.
amongst each other them times.
Yeah.
But football's now a system. Football's, you know, you need multiple situations to kind of make it. It's too much now,
I
man.
just hope it kind of reins back in towards the
I don't
time
think it
where
will, man. Players are robots now, man.
See, I don't like this robot thing, man. They just it's just,
KD,
they
Bree,
Haaland,
Haaland, Rodri.
No, but at the same time,
I don't like the robot shit.
no, but they
I
have to
get you.
perform in they have to perform in that system. There's no kind of feeling of, you know what? Let me be expansive. Let me try and do something different.
Off
It's
the
not.
cuff.
Yeah, off the cuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
They can't.
because after Neymar, who's left in terms of that kind
That's
of
what I'm saying.
expressive,
Look at Modric now. No respect, but Modric,
expressive
100 million.
footballer.
Are we serious?
Yeah, you know what that
Yeah,
Chelsea
look at
is about.
Sancho, 100 million. Are we serious?
Yeah, I fucked up that one.
And Anthony.
Anthony's a starting though.
Damn right.
Come,
Yeah,
man,
you,
come.
look at
Anthony haters.
from Neymar to Anthony because Anthony's supposed to be the showboat of this
Yeah,
day and age.
That's
Get
the
out
drop
of
off
here.
is, bruv. It's not even worth speaking about.
That's it.
Yo, Chuck,
That's what we do now.
how many wins have you got? Flopping? How many strikers?
listen,
Yeah, you sit back down. You sit back down.
From the moment you
sit
said
back down.
shot, yeah, this
You
way,
sit back down.
it
You sit
was
back down.
over. It was over.
And you got.
What are you saying?
Mo Salah,
I'm
yeah.
keeping
What
shit
are you
because
saying?
you're going to talk about the
Everybody
Chelsea
needs to
as well.
stop. Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop this
Yeah,
right now. Yo.
People, let's move on to second. Before we do, let's round it up. 5, Ian, Robin, and Neymar tied. In 4 is Figo. In 3 is Ronaldinho, and in second is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Should we just do the two because
Number 1 is Messi. You
Number
already know
one is
Messi,
Messi.
people.
Yeah.
Let's not be silly
Let's
now.
start with
We don't have
Ronaldo
time
and
for
end it with
foolishness.
Messi. But, maybe you want to start with Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, man, gave me some of the best years of my life, man. Between 2006 to 2009, we're talking about one of the best wingers in the world, if not the best winger in the world. Just the way I kind of looked at him, for me, elite dribbler, goal scorer, machine, flair, just an absolute powerhouse, unbelievable in every aspect of his game, so refined at that so young age. And for me, at that time, 2000 2006, 2009, I don't think there's any better. Yes, Messi was kind of almost getting into the scene and people could argue. But I thought for me at that time, Ronaldo had it all. Free kicks, header. Every single part of his game was just world class.
Can I ask one question to all of us? So obviously we've put them down in. I don't agree that they're both they ultimately should have been wingers. Because the reason why I want to ask is, where were they the most effective at the end of their career then? So if we look back at their career, were they more effective as wingers at their best times, or were they more effective as strikers or, side strikers or through the centre?
We're always going to have Reece bias with that question.
With Messi, obviously, you're going to talk about him false nine and drift. He would drift from wide right positions, but he's doing...
But wasn't Messi's 91 goal season in MSN? Or was it?
No.
But people say
his
Messi's
91 goal
greatest
season was
position is in
under...
the CF.
I think it was like Martina or something like that. Joe,
91 year, wasn't it?
It was
calendar year.
2012 or 2013, I think.
2012, 13.
Yeah,
Thing
so
is
that
with Messi,
wasn't
did he ever
MSN.
stay on the right? No, did he ever stay on the
But there
right?
was a striker there though. Was it David Villa?
David Villa was there, yeah.
He wasn't the striker that
David
year.
Villa
do you
was
get?
there.
And
But
David Villa.
David Villa played out wide for Barcelona.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He played that white on the
Yeah,
left.
why
I
a lot of
actually think-
interchanges.
I
They all
think
interchanged.
it's a waste putting Messi through the middle only.
Because when you see,
No, you let him drift.
When you see a compilation
Do
of
what
Messi's,
you
want. Yeah, do what you
when you
want.
see a compilation of Messi's greatest moments, most of them come when he picks it up on the
right.
right
right.
flank and
Yeah.
just runs at man and cuts in, cuts
But that's
out.
the beauty of Messi, though. You don't need to tell him to stick to one position.
No.
Bro, you go
Remember
inside.
the goal against Athletic Bilbao in the
Bro,
Copa del Rey on the right?
one of his best goals
But
ever.
the reason
Yeah, yeah.
why I'm saying this is the reason why I'm saying, because I actually think Ronaldo became his best version. Even though I agree with Said, I thought he's a sensational winger. I hate to say it because Man United and that, but he was sensational. He could be like the sense of excitement when you give Ronaldo the ball on the left was mad.
As a winger, who is better, do you reckon, as a winger?
This is what I'm trying to get at. Who is there
See,
a
I think it
debate?
was Ronaldo as a winger
Over who? Sorry.
over Messi. As a winger, pure winger. And that's why, for me, when I look at Messi and his great attributes, was in that middle pocket.
Messi's not.
Because Messi is a pick up the ball.
That's what I'm saying, you
drive
can't-
and beat 2-3, whatever. But,
Yeah.
but then you're saying as a winger, but he could do that from wide position.
No, but he could do it from wide position, but he wasn't almost fixating. And that's why we're saying to Grizz, between that period, 2006, 2009, look what Ronaldo was doing. Even when you go back to his Real Madrid days, look what he was doing on that left-hand side.
Do you agree that Ronaldo's a better?
What are we
winger?
arguing about? Because Messi's top.
But again, it's not even an argument. It's just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like he was asking a
I
question
don't know
about
what to say about
the
that, man.
two wingers in that position.
Messi.
Messi clears.
Messi was.
I get-
Messi's clear though. Messi,
I get what you mean,
For me,
though.
Messi's clear, but I'm talking about the winger position in that time.
I didn't mean to ask that kind of question. I just meant who, because I think eventually Ronaldo was a striker.
Yeah.
If you look at his overall career, would you say the majority he'll be known as
I think
as a
half
striker?
and half. I think
It's half and half though.
Yeah, I think half.
I think half and half.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Half and half.
Because if he cut in and banged a fair few over the years as
Yeah,
well.
even at Real Madrid, there were
Yeah.
games where he was playing in wide. He was playing in wide positions.
I'd
and he
even
come
say
inside.
slightly to more winger. He only really went striker at Juventus,
Fair enough.
and then that's
fair-
the back end of
Maybe
his
towards
career.
the end of Ronaldo.
That's the back end of his career. Juventus is like back end of his career. So
Yeah.
I'm
Real
gonna say
Madrid,
mainly.
Real Madrid, he wasn't like obviously Benzema would facilitate and
Yeah,
let him
but he
There
still
you
comes
go.
off the left.
places, but he wasn't like a fixed.
No.
Yeah.
He still
Fair
comes
enough.
off the
Yeah,
left.
yeah, fair enough.
Like, again, it's beauty of your career, underside of your body, and you know what I mean.
Moving.
So
No, he managed
Incredible
it
athlete.
well. 100%.
Incredible athlete.
100%. I mean, people
incredible
always
player.
say it was the gifted one versus the one that had to work for it in terms of Messi and Ronaldo. And
I think you know what with Ronaldo as well. Like like I always forget that like he joined Man United at 17 years old.
yeah, so
Like he joined them so young, and then to see what he went on to be. This is a guy that constantly finds ways to be effective, and obviously now, like it's sad. Obviously, people were flogging. Obviously, it didn't end poorly at United, but
But look how old he is.
It left like a nasty feeling for me seeing some of the revisionism on this guy's career. Like
that was almost the kind of downside
why
of
it
bringing
is?
him back.
Because
Just old.
people
He's
can't.
just aging.
You know what it is now? Listen, Messi for me clears
Regardless.
Ronaldo. But I can also appreciate Ronaldo.
Facts.
People
Just
nowadays
through
can't
hard work.
appreciate one.
No, they wanna
without
pick sides.
without dissing the other.
100%.
Yeah,
But
because they
that
want to
was
diss
always
the
a-
other one to prove their
That
point.
was
Yeah.
always the risk, though, of bringing him back because people had that vision.
But
of
I think it's
Ronaldo and what
it's
he was.
done now. I think now that it's over and dust
think
is
it's
settled,
fully over now.
people now know the greatness. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't,
of course,
people,
man.
people,
Gotta
no one
appreciate
should
both
be
of them.
confused.
Yeah.
No one should be confused.
No,
appreciate
nobody-
with them, but just know that Messi's number
But
one.
Messi, the World Cup
Yeah.
for me just
that
before
was the
it
finisher.
kind of confirmed it, but
That was the
World
finisher.
Cup was
The
like,
World
yo,
Cup
you
finished
Ronaldo
it.
fans, You listening? You watching this, man?
Yeah, that was a finishing.
You
move.
listening? You watching?
Yeah.
That converted him.
We've slightly moved on to Messi, and rightly so. He is number one. But again, I've got a friend. It's the same friend that I argue with Ronaldinho and Zidane all the time. And anytime I go to his, it's a Messi compilation on screen. You know when people just like to put something on in the background? It's always Messi, and every single one bangs. Do you know how many moments Messi's had in his career?
It's mental.
For it to like come to the World Cup where he finally gets the job done and just completes the deck. He's completed the deck.
If football was a fairy tale, you know, it'd be
That's-
Messi.
that's
It's
the
the
one.
perfect ending, and it's mad.
And how mad that our first watch along was his final.
Yeah.
Right here.
Lionel Messi, yeah. So that Pep Guardiola team, the one with Henry in it, right?
Yeah.
In the lead up to that final, I thought United were going to beat Barcelona. Like, I knew Barcelona were cooking. I thought United were going to beat Barcelona. I said, they've got Ronaldo, they've got this. Surely not. Like, Barca... And
We were in the
Messi-
game, man, for 10 minutes
Messi
in 2009.
Messi
and then they just took over.
Bro, and then I feel like, and then I think like there's this thing about, oh, Messi, could he have cut it in England? And I'm like, well, he's put every single English team he's played in a blender. Every single hat trick against Spurs, hat trick against Arsenal.
Remember when they said he
banged
couldn't do it against Chelsea and that?
banged against United, banged against Liverpool. Like, how many teams does he have to put in a blender?
He didn't bang against us for a while.
Yes,
to be
he-
fair.
for a while,
It
that's
took a while.
It took a while.
Yeah, it took a while, and then he
It was
banged.
Courtois'
And then he
fault.
banged.
Yeah, Courtois' fault.
No,
But
remember
he never banged
Who was
against
it?
Ken.
Who was it that
It
he
was Courtois.
took? No, it was Christian. Oh my God, he snatched.
Christensen.
Messi snatched
yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
Messi
He never
sent
did it against the
Christensen to
OGs. Never did it. No check, no
he
Terry.
sent Christensen into the multiverse that day.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Oh my days.
Yeah, Petr never let that
Delicious,
happen. Ashley
delicious.
Cole never let that happen, man.
Yeah, that question about can you do it in any other league, like
Can he do it on a cold night in
Yeah,
Stoke
crazy.
and all of this?
Can
People
do it in the
always
World Cup,
want
can
to...
do it in the Champions League, but can't do it.
But that's what they used to bash him with. Can he do it against the English clubs? And then he did it.
He's done it against pretty much everyone.
Everyone,
you know.
every single barrier they've put
Well, you're
in
trying
this
to tell
guy's
me
face,
Christopher
he's
Samba wouldn't be able to
climbed
stop
it.
him?
Can you win the
Big
World? Can you win the World
Chris
Cup
Ryan
for
Shawcross,
your,
no?
for your country? Tick. Can you win the Champions League? Tick. Can you dominate La Liga? Tick. Highest top goal scoring for your club? Tick. Top assister? Tick. Dribbling? Tick. Man of the match? Tick. How many things does he need to tick
Passing.
for you to realize this guy is the greatest?
It's crazy. And you know something about him as well. I think you were talking earlier about a player and his character. You're talking about Maradona. Very different character, Messi. But when we just discussed Ronaldo in second and now we're discussing Messi in first. But as their careers went towards the tail end, Ronaldo went into a position, and you know this comes down to your ability as well. Ronaldo went into a position where he could get more goals and you know get on the end of things, not necessarily pick up the ball and run. Messi went into a position further back where he could provide more, maybe take himself out the headlines a little bit. He didn't mind doing that in order to. Now look at the World Cup is a prime example of that. He bagged.
It's all
A fair few
subject.
penalties,
Look,
but
it is.
he turned into the conductor. Well, he was always the conductor plus the
And
orchestra plus everything.
and I think
but-
this is where he quite clearly, not even edges it, goes clear
Yeah.
in terms of his playmaking ability compared to Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Like his playmaking ability compared to Ronaldo is clear. His assists, I'm not sure about his assist record, actual assist record,
tests.
but I'd be amazed if it's not quite a bit more than Ronaldo.
Oh, it's definitely 100%.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely quite a
The
bit.
thing is,
more.
Ronaldo got a lot of assists.
He did.
And
Yeah,
lots of
He's a
assists.
great crosser.
But Messi's will
But
still
Messi-
be clear. I don't know.
that-
off the top
he
of my
could
head.
get he could get double the assists Messi can get. We have
Messi's
eyes.
piss.
We have eyes.
Messi's piss.
Simple.
Where am I going with that? Messi's piss.
I don't know.
Messi's weight of pass.
How did you
Man
go
went from piss to pass.
piss to weight of
I
pass?
said, what the hell?
But yeah, you're
community
right.
man.
You're
Hype.
right.
Weight of pass is second to none.
You're right.
Second to none.
He had the passing of Xavi and Iniesta. He had the hunger to score of Cristiano Ronaldo's. He had the dribbling of a Maradona. He had the flair in his
Of a Ronaldinho.
not quite Ronaldinho, but he had the flair of, let's say, an Arjen Robben who would always jink in and out, but
Yeah.
more efficient. He had so many characteristics from so many different players, and it was just he's the I don't see anyone ever surpassing Lionel Messi. I don't ever see it.
No chance.
Not in my
I
lifetime.
don't ever see it.
Yeah.
No
They
chance.
might break some records of his. You know, Haaland might go and bag 100 goals
Yeah,
one
that's
year and all
true.
that. But the reality is, as a football player, no one will surpass Messi. No one. It took long enough to surpass Maradona.
Yeah.
Now
Even if the
Messi's.
two that you mentioned there, like you know what they've done, like Haaland and them man do what they do, but nah. Listen,
Yeah, shouldn't even mention the name, but you get my point.
Yeah.
You get my point. All right, let's wrap this one up, people. You've heard the top 5. In 5th place is Arjen Robben and Neymar. In 4th place is Figo. 3rd, Ronaldinho. 2nd is Cristiano Ronaldo. And number 1 is the GOAT, Lionel Messi. You vote for 6th. I don't know if there's any more players people want to chuck into the hat to give them some options. The players before my time, I've put Garrincha down. George Best is obviously someone.
I
I've heard
was
a
going to
lot.
mention George Best, but I don't.
I
really
don't
watch
know
George
enough.
Best, yeah.
And even Garrincha,
Same, yeah.
John Barnes,
John Barnes?
John Barnes.
some player. I'm telling you, some player. But yeah.
Nah, I'm so satisfied.
Now we've got all these names, and it's so hard to think of someone
Yeah,
even
it's a
close to
drop-off
that
is
level.
crazy.
This one's on you guys and girls at home because we can't
George
offer
Best
no,
would be in there just
no
because
help.
of what he did.
Probably. I don't know enough about him. But listen, it's up to you. There's a pinned comment below. Votes for number 6. Put your vote below that because that's the only votes being taken in. I'll publish it on the socials once these are all done. The socials are at The Big 6 Show. Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'll put all the links in the description. We're going to move on to strikers next. That'll come out shortly, people. But make sure you catch up with the rest. We've done all positions so far. We've just done the wingers. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure it gets to 1,000 likes. Make sure you're subscribed. And make sure your notification bell is on. Love for the love, people. See you guys soon. Peace.